Before the video starts, I'd like to mention that I wasn't in a very close space when I was recording this, so my voice is a little bit echoey, and I apologize for that. My audio is better now, so yeah, enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm back. I know it's been a bit. I got nervous. After my last serious video, I got kind of overwhelmed. That, and I was also in the middle of moving again, and my old tablet broke, the Huion, the one where I made that video. So I had to scramble to get a new one. Thank you to one of my commissioners for offering to buy me the XP pen. I appreciate it so much. Mwah, you're perfect. I love you. So life has been kind of hectic for me since my last major video, but I'm back and I've got way too many video ideas and way too little time, but I'm doing my best. So today's topic is kind of a serious one, again, and it's something that I feel people don't really talk about enough. School, mainly college. I'll start by saying that college isn't for everyone, that is true, and not everyone needs college. But that doesn't, excuse how ableist the education system is. Growing up, I was one of those quote-unquote smart kids. I always got good grades, an honor roll. However, as I got older, school became harder and it wasn't as good anymore, and I just wasn't as good at it as I used to be. When I graduated high school, which I almost didn't graduate high school, that's a story for another time. I didn't graduate with honors or anything like that. Like I said, school got harder for me as I got older. Even so, I still managed to get into a college, despite my GPA being something like a 2.8. Now, it's not because I didn't try. No, I've always had a desire for learning, for knowledge, and I still do. However, unbeknownst to me, I had severe ADHD. Though I wouldn't really say unbeknownst, because I kind of knew, because I knew something was going on with my brain, and I always felt like I wasn't like other people in terms of learning and in terms of understanding certain things. And so I figured I might have ADHD, and this was before I actually got diagnosed. Now, college. Honestly, in some ways, it's a scam. I understand how some core classes are important for college students to learn more about the world. Classes like history, philosophy, business, language comp, world culture, social sciences, and maybe a general science like biology. But classes like math and other general ed classes that don't pertain to your major, it just doesn't make sense to make young people, learn these things when it doesn't pertain to them and it's not something that they really need to know or understand about the world. If I'm going to school for animation, it doesn't make sense to put me in a physics class or a trigonometry class or an algebra class. It doesn't make sense that most of my classes are for general ed instead for my major. It doesn't make sense to put me in an advanced psychology class when I'm not even a psychology major. Not only that, but from my college experience, I was never put in the basic general ed classes that made sense to give to someone who has a major that doesn't pertain to any of the general ed classes. I was always put into the second level or harder classes that were for people who wanted that subject as their major, which made college so much harder for me. It also didn't help that the way college is designed, it's designed for people who are neurotypical. They are more concerned about your grades instead of you actually learning something. If you want to teach someone something, they may fail a few times before they get it. But the way college works and professors work is that if you fail, you fail. If you're late, you're late. Chances aren't a thing in college. And granted, in the quote-unquote real world, there aren't always second chances. But this is college. You're trying to teach people. You're not trying to give them a simulation of the real world. You're trying to teach them the trade that they came to that college for. You can teach people about the real world without setting them up for failure. They say college is designed to teach, and while that may be true for some, most colleges just don't hold that principle anymore. Yeah, they teach, but they teach those who get it the first time. They don't care about those who need help to understand. Standardized tests are also especially an enemy of neurodivergent people. They're designed as knowledge tests, but failing them can kill your grade. Why base a student's success on one test? Why not review the material with the class and go over the things that students got wrong so they understand for a retest? The American education system is flawed, but we already know this. But not only is it flawed for neurotypical people, it's even worse for people who are neurodivergent like me. College for me was overwhelming, especially with juggling my personal life with school life. Professors these days are just there for a paycheck and nothing else. They don't care about engaging with the students, about creating a curriculum that sets students up for success, and schools wonder why their graduation rates just keep dropping and dropping. It got to a point where I had to drop out of college. It was affecting my mental health, it was affecting my personal life, and it was just something that I wasn't really able to juggle, especially with how things were going in my personal life. I started to feel like I was a failure because I couldn't finish college, and after dropping out, I didn't really want to because I knew it would just be another struggle after struggle after struggle because I just couldn't handle the way college was set up. The way college is set up, it makes it extremely hard for people who are neurodivergent. Now, I'm not saying that people who are neurodivergent can't graduate college or can't get through college. That's not what I'm saying. There are plenty of people with severe ADHD, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and all of that who have gotten through college and who have gotten just extremely successful. But that doesn't excuse the fact that the way college is set up, it just made it harder for those people, and those people had to work harder than those who are neurotypical. It's even worse because society views dropping out as you're going to fail in life. When you hear that someone dropped out of college, you immediately start thinking, oh man, they're a failure. They're probably not going to get anywhere in life. Even I felt that way. And to this day, I still sometimes feel that way because of the fact that I grew up thinking it's college or bust. Obviously, I know it's not that. There are many ways to become successful these days without college. There are many ways to learn the trade that you want to learn without college. There are a lot of different careers that don't need a college degree to become successful, extremely successful. I know I don't need college to become an animator, but that doesn't mean that I don't still feel just kind of put off and put out because of the fact that I can't go to an animation school. In the end, it's all a matter of believing in yourself and having people who also believe in you, because you are the person who's going to make yourself successful. I don't really have much of a conclusion for this video. I tried to convey my thoughts as best as I could, and I apologize if this video came off as more of me ranting instead of a discussion. I have trouble with expressing my thoughts the way that I want to through words. It's hard for me, but I do the best that I can to make others understand what's going through my mess of a head. Anywho, I appreciate those who have made it this far in the video. Thank you guys so much for giving me 1K subs. You don't understand how much that means to me. It literally just blew my mind. I was just, it was crazy. I was not expecting that. And I really appreciate it, because that's just, it's a milestone that I've been waiting to reach. So thank you so much. I'll try to upload semi-regularly, though it's not something that I can completely promise because my life is hectic enough as it is, and so sometimes I can't always work on a video. I have a lot of other things IRL that I have to, sort out, but I will still try to upload videos as often as I can. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like this video, follow my Twitter. I'm very active on my Twitter. I'm mostly active on my Twitter. You can see what I'm doing usually because I tweet like a roadrunner on crack. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.